Hello, it is Monday and I am out walking. I have been working on a pattern all morning, sitting in front of the computer. The day started with a lot of rain and stormy weather, and finally now it is just absolutely beautiful sunshine, so I thought I might as well get out a little bit. It is quite cold now compared to the last vlog I made. A lot has changed in the weather, a lot of the leaves are gone, but it's still beautiful, and I thought I would check in a little bit more again this week. It seemed like you enjoyed the vlog, so I will try to take you along on this week. I don't have a lot planned for this week, but I have to pack for the K2P2 festival. I have to figure out what projects to bring and actually start up some projects, so I thought that might be interesting to follow along on. And then I did some secondhand shopping last week. I didn't manage to vlog last week, but I have some footage that I thought I could include in this one and show you what I got and talk a little bit about it. So hopefully there will be some thrifting and some yarn packing planning for this week and some beautiful forest walks, and I can hear a plane going over somewhere. Can probably not see it, but we can hear it.
Dragging my feet on an empty beach. My heart is awake, but my brain is asleep, and I don't know. Water comes crashing onto my skull. My feet on the ground.
I just got home from the walk. I had some lunch and now I'm working on a chart which I had to cut out and paste together because it's quite big, and I'm just trying to figure out how to write it the nicest way, if I need to add in all the bits in the chart, or I can just add in only a few bits so it's not so big and so complicated, and just trying to figure out what is the best way to write this. And it's actually taking me quite some time, so hopefully I can figure out something that works a bit better than what I have right now, and just trying to make it more enjoyable for the knitter, easier to follow, but still not too... I know some people like to have a lot of information, so I'm just trying to think how to write it in a way that still doesn't leave you hanging, or doesn't but still can make it a bit more enjoyable. I hope that makes sense. I put on a big sweater. It's not handmade, unfortunately, but I was so cold so I just had to grab the biggest one I could find. It was such a nice walk until I got to the top of the hill next to where we live, and it was so open and the wind is about just a few degrees, and I was all warm from walking in the forest and a little sweaty, and then the wind just cooled me down completely. So I needed to get inside, have some food and a warm jumper on, and just sit here for a moment and work. I have to go pick up the kids very soon, so I'm not sure I can manage to finish it all today, but yeah. Good morning. Today's Tuesday, and I am just sitting and doing some planning a few weeks ahead. I have my bullet journal here, and what I normally do is I just make a colored dot for each day, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. And then I just fill in. Let me show you an example of a week where I filled in. This was not a very busy week, I guess. So they just have different colors and look a little bit different, but I love the freedom of a bullet journal. I can add in a little, if I want to take a day for notes or page for notes, I just do that. I can add in designs when I have ideas. So sometimes I just use it to sketch as well. And yeah, I'm just sitting and planning, because after I get back from the Netherlands, where I'm going on Friday, I have quite a few things for Christmas. I'm planning a day where every year I invite some friends over to do a bit of Christmas like making Christmas decorations. I'm just sitting and sketching out things. I have this idea for a really nice red jumper, but I want it to be like a more dusty red. This is too light, but it's normal paper, so I cannot put too much watercolor on it. So what I do is, if I see a yarn that I like, I go on Ravelry and check out projects made with that yarn, but especially for red yarns, the colors look so vastly different. So I'm feeling a little bit discouraged looking on Ravelry, because some pictures, this yarn I'm looking at looks pink, some pictures it looks wine red, and that depends of course a lot on the settings on your camera, the light you're taking the pictures in, and so on. But it just makes it really hard to choose. So I hope maybe at the festival I will spot some yarn that I really like, because if I do, then I can see it in person, which is something that's not so easy for me where I live. There are some yarn shops, but they don't always have the biggest amounts of yarn of all the colors. Today's Thursday. I haven't really filmed much because my partner has been home, but we woke up to the most beautiful frosty weather. We had the first snow last night, just a very light sprinkle, and the sun is shining, as you can see. It's such a beautiful afternoon. He just went to pick up the kids, so I have a moment to myself, and I have actually been organizing a lot of projects I want to bring to the K2P2 festival this that I'm going to on Friday. It's not next week, it's already in 2 days. I'm leaving. Tomorrow I'm going to pack and I will show you all the projects, but I just had to go through my yarn stash, which is a big mess, and find some things that I was looking for. And yeah, so that is the plan for tomorrow. Today we've been doing some practical stuff around the house. But I thought I had a moment right now that the sun is coming through where I could show you what I got last week when I went thrifting. And I have some really exciting stuff here. I just wanted to show you a few of the things. The first thing I want to show you is that I got this beautiful old lamp. It's a ceramic lamp. It's called the Seidelin lamp. I've seen them before around. They have this beautiful white with a little bit of natural color peeking through. I don't know exactly who made them. Maybe the name is where it's from. It doesn't have a lampshade, so I have to find a lampshade. It is so beautiful. I just love the organic shapes, and it was 225 kronas. Which I think is a good deal. I don't know if it works actually, and I want to find like a little bit more fun lampshade to put on top, maybe with some color. And now my little finger is absolutely stuck in the holes. But yeah, I also got this beautiful pot, and you can see how gorgeous the color is, I think, with the light, and there's a bit of a sticker still. But it's just a very beautiful color. I really love these. They are quite easy to find at the Danish thrift markets. And it is just nice to have. I think it was 90 kronas. And then I found this one at a different thrift shop. And this one I'm so excited about because I tried to look for beautiful art paintings. Let me see if I can show you now, and it blows it out completely. It's really hard to show you with this light actually. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think like this you can see it. It's just an old painting. It says on the back it's from 1911, and it has a lot of beautiful greens, and has this little house hidden in the forest, and I just think it's so pretty. It smells a little bit of nicotine, and here you can actually see the back. So I tried to clean it up a little bit just with a very light soap water. I think I have to try again with something a little bit better. I have to do a little research on how to clean old paintings like at home very carefully. But this painting cost me only 35 kroner, so of course I don't want to mess it up because I really like it. I like the colors a lot, but it was really cheap. So at least I won't feel too guilty if anything goes wrong, but I just will try out on a little spot. Okay, now there's a big cloud and I think the sun will disappear in a moment, so I have to hurry up. It will get really dark in here. I found this piece of fabric, this old piece of fabric. It has some embroidery, like a monogram on the one side. Oh, look how pretty it is with the sun shining through, and these beautiful embroidered flowers. It's just like a big long piece. It's not really a pillowcase or anything. And I think I have been looking for a piece of fabric I could use to make little curtains for inside a cabinet. I have like with the glass doors I have in the bathroom, and it looks really messy very easily. So I love to add these kind of old pieces of like it could be a pillowcase or something. This I think maybe was just like a towel or something to hang on a towel rack. It's so nice. It was not so cheap actually, but the quality is really nice. It was 75 kroners, and when I think about all the work that went into making this, I actually think it's quite cheap, but they are normally not that expensive, these kind of things. So it was a little more than they normally are, but I think I found the right piece. So I will cut into this and make 2 curtains from it. I hope I don't feel too guilty, but it's just such a beautiful quality. I think it's hand woven. Yeah, it should be. It's just things you cannot find this new at all. So, and then I think that's it for the thrifting. We also went and got some stuff at Grene. If you know that shop, they have a lot of things. It's a bit like Tiger, if you know Flying Tiger of Copenhagen, but just more elevated, I would say. And just got some little things for Christmas packages, and the kids helped me pick out some little gift cards, or how they call to and from cards, gift tags it says. And these I will give like when we have a little Christmas dinner or something. And then I got some what are these called, just some hemp thread rope and some more paper. Actually I think this is called paper yarn. Yeah, paper yarn, but I thought to just use it for gifts. We also got, and I'm looking forward to doing this with the kids, this little set. It's just you can draw on the windows, and it comes with some pens for drawing on the window. There's gold, white and green, and then it comes with these templates that you put on the opposite side of the window, and then you can draw little houses and things. And I just thought it would be fun to do with the kids, so I got this little kit to do it. And I got another kit that I actually already put up. I will include some footage here. And these were just paper cuts that we could put in the window, and it just came as a little landscape, and we put it up, and then we painted a bit with the pens that we already have. I got some glasses. These are also from Grene, and these were, let me see how much they were, 38 kroners, and I just thought they looked really nice. I need some nice wine glasses for when we have guests over. They're not that expensive, so I don't have to be too precious about them. I've been looking for some secondhand ones, but I couldn't find ones that I liked or that had enough of one set. So I got just 3 of these, and I think they're quite nice. So I like the fluted glass. I think it's very pretty, and just to have for when we have guests sometimes. Another thing that I made during the weekend that I wanted to show are these tiny mice. They're just like little mice sleeping in a walnut shell. We made different ones. We made them with a white wool, so they're kind of sleeping in their little nest for the winter, and they have little ears made from some scrap leather. And we also made little ones with let me see if I can show you some of them. Can you see them? With a little Christmas hat on. And some of these are made from hazelnuts, and some of the hazelnut had little holes in them from worms eating the nuts, and I just thought it looked like little sleepy, like they're snoring, and I think they're so cute. So we made a whole bunch of these, and we're thinking about if we should try to sell it at the local Christmas market in the village. They were just so much fun to make, and we can make many more. So yeah, I could make a little tutorial and show how we did it. I just remembered that we have one more thing, and that is a little bow that my daughter really wanted to try to make. So we made a bow, we stuffed it with some wool filling, and I just used like some fabric, some quilting fabric that I bought, like just the one piece, and it was just enough to make one bow. I just realized after I made it that I should have made the points opposite, but it doesn't matter, and the back is like this. So I did some hand sewing and some sewing on the sewing machine. But my daughter was asking for one of these big bows, so we made one. Good morning, it is Thursday morning. I'm sitting in front of the fireplace just to stay warm. I had a whole day planned for today with a lot of different things I wanted to do before leaving for the festival tomorrow, and nothing is going as planned, I have to say. I have really like a tight schedule with all the things, like from 8 to 9 I have to do this, so I will have time to do this from 9 to 10 and so on. And the first thing on my list was I wanted to take some pictures of a new sock design that is in testing right now, and I really wanted to get the pictures done before going to the K2P2 festival, because I want to wear the socks at the festival, and once you wear them they don't look as nice, especially since I wear boots that are quite rough on my socks. And they had promised, the weather forecast said it would be nice and frosty this morning like it was yesterday, so I was feeling so happy that I could go and take the pictures this morning. I would get this beautiful light. We had it yesterday, but yesterday I had other plans, and yeah, that didn't work. Right now it's actually snowing, but it was raining earlier, so it's just changing between rain and snow, and it's not very nice, and it's quite dark, so not picture weather. And yeah, so that plan went out the window, and on top of that I'm not feeling very well. I have a sore throat. I got it yesterday, and it seems to be here still today, and I think it's the beginning of a cold. Normally I get a sore throat and then a few days and I get the rest of the cold, so I'm almost sure I will get sick while I'm away at the festival. I will probably get a cold. I hope it's just something mild, nothing serious, but it's not very nice to travel with a cold. Let's go packing. I think that's what we need to do right now. And then there's this. I should actually put it down in front of the fireplace, because this is, that's so dark. Let me try to turn on the light. This is my new cardigan design, which I never blocked, so I decided, yes, I will block it, but it takes forever to dry with this weather. So I think I'm gonna bring it down in front of the fireplace and see if it will dry there, so I can bring it to the festival, because I really want to wear this cardigan. It's still, yeah, it's still quite damp. Oh no. But I think if I bring it down, it will dry much faster. So cross your fingers, because I really want to wear this. Okay, I think this is much better. So let's see if it dries now and I can bring it to the festival. I would be really sad if I can't, but it's still quite wet. So cross your fingers that this fire, I will keep it going all day, and hopefully it will help it dry much quicker. Before I get started with packing, I'm just gonna make the bed and make it tidy in here. I love to pack when I have a really tidy space. I'm sitting in our bedroom, and this room we tried yesterday to get started on because I really want to make it over. I'm a little bit tired of this two-tone green thing going on in here, but we didn't manage. I'm looking over here because maybe you can spot them. Down here there are some molding that I want to put up on the wall, and the machine we had borrowed to cut the molding didn't work. So in the end, we spent a lot of time yesterday measuring and getting everything ready, and just to figure out that it didn't work. So that would be a project for another day. But I can't wait to make this room over. It's going to be so lovely. Let me get started on the bed, and then I can begin packing. I am planning to bring all my knitting in my trusty old Fjällräven. I love this bag. It was a Christmas present a few years back. It just has a really nice dark green olive color and leather hardware. I normally use this bag as my photography bag. It has an insert that you can put inside that is protecting the gear. But the good thing is I can take it out and also use it for other things. So all my knitting and other like little bits that I need on the trip will go in there. And then I have two project bags with me. This one, it's my little Mondim bag with some old, how are they called? Little, what are the name for these? I know the word. Anyways, I haven't used this in a long time, but I found it when I was looking for yarn yesterday. So I just put some little bits and bobs in here, like a little measuring tape, and just found some of the little things that I haven't been going out knitting in a long time where I needed to bring like a little kit of all the essentials. And then I have my big, this is just a linen bag. I think I got some sheets in it. And in here I have some yarn. This is the same yarn that I used for the cardigan I showed you earlier. It's the Wool Dreamers La Rinconada. I have a swatch actually that I made for this cardigan, but I'm planning to use this yarn. I couldn't get the same dye lot, so this cardigan is knit in a different color, or a different shade of the same color but a different dye lot. And this I'm planning to knit a hat in, so I just wanted to bring it along. It's the same yarn I made my Gro hat in, so I know it's a really nice hat yarn. Then I have some Tuco wool fingering with me that I'm planning to use for a pair of mitts. So that's another design I have in mind. Actually, these two designs are from the same, they will be like the same, with the same pattern on. And then I also brought another skein of, I think this is woolen twine BFL Massam that I made my Humlebee shawl in, because I'm still thinking if I should make a Humlebee hat, and I just wanted to bring it in case I'm feeling up for that. And these are all in here, so these are the projects I'm planning. And then I have another hat project, the one I was knitting on this morning, that is just like a little hat that I'm working on. So that's 3 hat projects I can potentially work on, and 1 pair of mitts. So I think I have enough for the trip. I also really want to cast on a cardigan, but this cardigan is, I need to get some yarn for it, and instead of ordering yarn just before going to yarn festival, I thought I would look for yarn at the festival. So these are my projects. And then one of my dilemmas is I want to bring some woolen socks, and I really want to wear my new socks. I don't know if I showed them in the full finished version. These are new sock design that I hope will come out at the end of November. They're in testing, and my testers are pretty much either finished or almost finished. So I think I would start getting everything ready once I get home. They're just really simple socks, but with this nice heavy cuff. chunky cuff on top, and I really wanted to wear them, but I haven't been able to take pictures. That was my dilemma for today. So I don't know if I will wear them. These can go with me, but I also thought to bring my, what are they called? Vor socks? Now I get confused because I have a vest with this that is called blomstring, but these are not called blomstring. I think they're called vor, with little flowers on. They are very nice. You can see I actually wore them before. They have a dark stain on the heel, and that's the problem. My boots will kind of not be so nice to the socks. My Blundstones are quite old and not the cleanest inside. Even if I try to clean them, I don't think I can anymore. So I'm gonna bring probably both pairs and then just decide when I'm there. And I'm also gonna bring some, well, I'm not gonna bring the cat, but he's just here enjoying everything. I'm gonna bring some normal socks as well, but I just, because on Sunday they promise 15 degrees, and on Friday, like today, is 0, and it's gonna go slowly up, and then Sunday is 15, so we can have all kinds of weather. And if it's 15 degrees, my feet will melt if I'm wearing handed socks. I also have to decide what sweaters to wear, so I'm a little bit torn. I want to wear the cardigan, and I have a sweater that I knit on in my last vlog that I just need to knit the sleeve, and I thought maybe I should just finish it and wear it. I can show you. So here we are. It is pretty much finished. I just need to finish up the little bit of sleeve that is left. And honestly, it shouldn't take long because I'm knitting on 5mm needles. I think it is, or 5.5. Is it 5 or 5.5? Let me check. 5mm. So it shouldn't take long to just finish it up. I could do it this evening. So I'm thinking if I should bring this one. It's very nice and cozy. Maybe even for the day I'm traveling. I only have one day at the festival, so I don't really need that many knits, but I'm gonna bring a little bit of different options. And I also have to decide what dresses to bring. I'm thinking that I'm going to bring this one. It's one of my most comfortable. It's very long, so it's very easy to wear. It's not very thick, but I can layer a lot of things underneath and on top since it's very loose. It's from Olive clothing. And it's an older one, so I don't know. I think they still have it though, and very loose and easy to wear. It has buttons all the way down. It's a black and dark green checked fabric. So it could be cute with the, I think it would be cute with this one. Could be like a nice little combination. But I also, I have to decide if I want to wear this one. I don't think it would be so nice with the green cardigan, so I just have to figure out if I like that look, or I can even layer something under so it just breaks up the dark green which I really love, but it gets a little too much maybe. So, but I'm definitely bringing this one. I just don't know if I'm gonna wear it at the festival. Another option would be this one that I thrifted recently. That is such a nice shirt dress. It's from a Danish company called Skal Studio, which is quite expensive dresses, and I was so happy when I saw it thrifted. The only issue is this is extra small, and the elastic, the only place it's a little tight on me is the elastic waistband. So I think a small would have been just perfect, but I can fit it on the shoulders because I have quite small shoulders, but I'm more of a medium large on the bottom. So it's not really the perfect size for me, and I want to be comfortable. I can have a little bit of issue with bloating. So I always try to decide on what is the most comfortable, but one of these two dresses. And then another option would be to wear my Favo sweater on top. It's just very thick, that I could wear on top of this green one. I think that could be a cute combination. So I'm just trying to figure out, but I think a cardigan would be, if the cardigan dries. Sorry, you don't see my face at all. It's just like a body talking, but I just want to be sure that I can hear myself and see myself. But I could wear this one on top of the green dress as well. It has a slight pink color, since I used a rosy colored mohair together with a gray, light gray. So options. if you can hear something, it's my chickens outside going a little crazy. And the last option I'm considering is I could wear my morale sweater, which is so nice and floaty, and it's knit in an alpaca yarn, like it's a mix, I can't remember, but it has alpaca in it, that is like a very fussy and pretty and light. So this might also be an option where I'm a little more sure not to overheat completely, and I think it could look nice on top of the green dress, or even the checker. This one can go with both, I think. So just options, but I think cardigans will give me a little more ease to open it up. So just placing it all here, I'm gonna think about it and see what to pack. Another option, finding more options as I go, would be to bring my Nordli cardigan. This one also works well with a lot of different outfits, but it's really warm. It's really warm, and since the temperature doesn't seem to be that low in the weekend, I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this one, but this would also be a nice option. It's just so cozy, but I think I'm going with the green one. So let's see. And then for traveling, I'm definitely going to bring some nice loose linen pants that I have. I can just, with a nice elastic band again. It's all about the comfort. If you cannot tell, I'm very conscious about, if I'm out all day, that I want to be comfortable all day. I've done that so much in the past that I wore outfits that I felt comfortable in leaving the house, but then if, for example, I got some bloating or something else, then I just felt not very comfortable. So now I'm melting in this big one. Okay, just a quick tip. If you are like me, who suffer from bloating a little bit from time to time, I just wanted to give this tip to you, that maternity leggings, and these I have from when I was pregnant, but they are the most comfortable thing, and they're so stretchy, so you can just pull them up, and it doesn't matter if you wear them under a dress, if it's not a tight dress, I guess. But they allow for so much space. If you get bloated, then you can just relax in them. The same for maternity tights. I normally wear them opposite now, so I still have them, but I wear them with the belly on the back, so I have plenty of space for the back area, but then they are much more easy to wear. I think most tights are very tight, and I don't understand it, honestly. So if you have some maternity wear, or if you're younger and you just feel bloated sometimes, I can totally recommend it. The same for underwear. I think most things are more comfortable maternity, even if you're not pregnant. So that's my little tip of the day. So this is where we are right now. The cat is wearing a collar because he keeps licking on a wound he has on the back, so it just prevents him from licking too much. That's why he's wearing that giant blue thing. And this is so far what I have. I have some things that are drying, and I have some clothes that is also drying, some t-shirts and stuff that I need to bring. Okay, I just wanted to show you. It just keeps snowing and snowing and snowing, and I'm thinking maybe I could take the pictures outside after all, if it just gets a nice layer of snow and looks very pretty. So who knows, maybe I still have time.